Welcome, everyone, to Tuesday Night Luke Live Online. I'm Father James DeLucio, and tonight's pericope is Luke chapter 9, verses 28 to 37. Picking up right where we left off after Jesus' speech, his first prediction of the Passion, and his belief that he would inaugurate the resurrection from the dead, and his challenge that we too who follow him have to be willing to die and rise and pick up our cross on a daily basis. And I may have noted that I think really the heart of the cross we're called to pick up every day is those great commandments: love of God, love of self, to know that we're part of God's story. And for us Christians particularly, we're part of Jesus' story for our time and place, and to love our neighbor as ourselves. That's the heart of picking up the cross, because that in itself isn't always easy. So Luke continues. About 8 days after Jesus had said this, he went up to the mountain to pray, and he took with him Peter, John, and James. And while he was praying, his face changed in appearance, and his clothes became dazzlingly white. And behold, 2 men were standing with him, Moses and Elijah, who appeared in his glory and spoke to him about his exodus that he was going to accomplish in Jerusalem. Now Peter and his companions had become overcome with sleep, but now, becoming fully awake, they saw him in his glory, and the 2 men standing with him. Peter said to the Lord, "Lord, it is good that we are here. Let us make 3 tents, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." But he did not know what he was saying. After he had finished speaking, a cloud came over them and cast its shadow over them, and they became frightened as they entered the cloud. And from the cloud came a voice that said, "This is my chosen son. Listen to him." And when the voice had finished speaking, Jesus was found alone. They fell silent and did not at that time tell anyone what they had seen. Well, this is the episode we call the Transfiguration. Jesus was transfigured before the eyes of Peter, John, and James. And I like to reflect on this passage in many ways, but the heart of it is that we see how revelation works. The revelation from God takes the past and knowledge of its value and purpose and brings it right into the present. So we see Moses and Elijah as the forerunners, and Jesus alive, present in that moment. And in that combination, the future becomes more clear. His exodus that he was going to accomplish. How the exodus from Egypt brought the people from slavery, from the realities of sin, into new promise, into hope. How Elijah shows how this is tough work, accepting this promise, and the conflicts, and how Elijah entered into the conflicts, but also provided healing and miracles and great insight and a future-oriented hope, and that Jesus is embracing all of these and building upon them. So that's the heart of the Transfiguration, to make the connection between the long promise of resurrection from the dead and the realities of the hard work and the pain, no gain, the kind of suffering that's required for it to be accomplished. How do we apply that to our own lives? As I've said many times, everything about the life of Jesus is meant to tell us something about our own. And don't we too experience that dynamic of moments when our past comes rushing into our minds and thoughts and hearts, and it illuminates what's happening right here, right now. And the insights that we gain by combining the past to the present opens us to a future and the choices that are before us, whether to build on the good of the past or to learn from the mistakes or the sins of the past, so that our choices open up and we have a deeper sense of where God is leading us. We've all had them. We may not have called them transfiguration moments, but they're the moments when we decide, we recognize we're really good at some aspect of creativity, whether it's the courses we like best in school and we know what we're going to major in, or it's our people dynamics, which is, I'm a good speaker, I want to develop this, or whether it's mathematics or science or art or music. Those inspirations don't usually come out of nowhere. They don't come out of nowhere. They come out from the past. We've had good experiences of them, and then it makes the future more clear. Those moments, such as when you decided, for those of you who are married, this is the person, they're just right for me. And in the Christian parlance, I experienced Jesus through them. I experienced Jesus' love, his compassion, his forgiveness, his insights, his love and affirmation. I feel good about myself in this person. I think I'm going to marry them. That's a transfiguration moment, because your past, everything you've learned about love and kindness, has suddenly whisked into the moment of that realization, and your future is more clearly set. So remember this from tonight, that everything about the life of Jesus is meant to tell us about our own, which is why he came. And let us try to be open to even more transfiguration moments, because it's not over till it's over, our story. It's a never-ending story, really, in many, many ways. So whether we can fully claim our past transfiguration moments, I guarantee there are more in store for you and for me. God bless everyone. Have a good week. Join me Friday for Young at Heart. We continue with Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. God bless. Peace.